as more and more stuff is coming out in the Clippers Kawhi Leonard situation, obviously this has put for non-NBA fans who don't know who this person is or have not um, really familiarized themselves with who he is. There is my man, Uncle Dennis. Uncle Dennis is the ultimate in being a businessman. Obviously, if you look at his LinkedIn, he was in the banking industry, so on and so forth. He played junior college basketball, on and on and on and on. Uncle Dennis is not a dumb guy. Let's just put it this way. And Uncle Dennis seems to be centered around these allegations with the Clippers and Kawhi Leonard. And it's one of those things that Uncle Dennis is the type of guy that he'll ask you for anything. It's up to you to say no to Uncle Dennis. I mean, Uncle Dennis would be the type to say, hey man, why don't you go over there and buy me that Cadillac over there? Or, hey man, why don't you go ahead and give me three, In-N-Out burger franchises? And you'd be like, man, is this mom crazy? That is who Uncle Dennis is. There's not anything on the table that he won't ask for. It's part of negotiating deals. I mean, you guys should be familiar with this because Uncle Dennis kind of views business and leverage and all those things how our current sitting president views it. Oh no. I'm just gonna keep asking. I'm gonna keep doing. I'm gonna keep, making you say no. And then if you say no, I'm gonna try to find another avenue that prevents you from saying no, etc. That's how Uncle Dennis operates. I say this to say, do you know how many Uncle Dennises there are in college basketball? If you think Uncle Dennis is bad in the NBA, there are Uncle Dennises everywhere in college basketball. And they are named handler. All these kids, not everyone, but there's a lot of these top kids that have handlers. Handlers are your Uncle Dennises. Hey man, what about tickets? Hey man, what about access to practice? Hey man, I know you have this team issue stuff that can't be purchased. Hey man, how I'm gonna get my hands on some of that? Y'all gotta hit me off. Y'all gotta straighten me off. Y'all gotta do this. Y'all gotta do that. What about this? Hey man, can you get my man on the coaching staff? Hey man, can I? You want to talk about never ending? These handlers are never ever 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 ending. So if you think that Uncle Dennis is a problem in the NBA, oh, Uncle Dennis on the college level is a heck of a lot more prominent and a heck of a lot more common than on the NBA level by far. With the stuff that they ask for, how persistent they are, what they think that you're owed because their player who may or may not be related to them decided to go to your school. Oh, no. It doesn't end when he signs that commitment. It doesn't end when you give them 2 tickets behind the bench to some meaningless non-conference game. Oh, no. That's just the tip of the iceberg of what they're going to ask for, how much they're going to get on your nerves, how much they think they're entitled to, and how much they think they're owed. And it has nothing to do with the player. They feel like you owe this directly to them. It has nothing to do with the player, whether it was Kawhi Leonard, whether it was, insert hot prospect name. Doesn't matter. They feel like that's the price of doing business. So as Uncle Dennis's name gets floated out there more and more and more and more and more, and people who don't like the NBA or follow the NBA try to make this an NBA thing, as someone who's coached that, as someone who has been part of the recruiting process, who's someone who has covered college basketball for almost 20 years, if you think Uncle Dennis is bad and you think this is an NBA thing, you are off. It's Marcus Washington, MTC Media.